Welcome back, Foxland, to another episode of Mass Effect Part 2. Now, I can understand that maybe the last video was a little bit long, so I am going to try my best to keep this video short. Especially since my day-to-day is quite busy. I have work. But, yeah. So, we're back in the game. The last spot that we were was in medical, by the look of it. Medical on, I forgot the chip's name. Let's go with SR1. Oh, yes. There we are. Codex. Let's go.
Hey, Commander.
Hey, Ash.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Yes.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
Yeah,
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. I appreciate that.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
That didn't feel right.
I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy.
Oh,
It's nice
Normandy.
when someone makes you feel
What's the
welcome.
name? Glad to have
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
And let's talk to the
Yes,
doctor.
Commander? Is there something you need?
What
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
I should go.
Oh, no,
Goodbye,
that's not what I
Commander.
wanted to do.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
We'll listen to the
How
whole
well do you
thing.
know the lieutenant?
I'd never... Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe
What
because...
does that have to
Well,
do?
most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long
Insanity.
list of horrific
Oh.
side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
Does he? Or maybe he's just insane. And none of us know. Who knows? Personal
How did you end up
questions.
serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined.
Yeah, it's not.
But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the
regrets?
wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth. Or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Goodbye.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander. Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
Is that all you've got to say? What is this? I don't think these are, stasis pods, by the look of it. Yeah, I think these are stasis pods. I don't think they're engines. No. Stasis pods, that's for sure. I like how compact the ship is. And then at the same time, Normandy. And then at the same time, you've got all these rooms. You've got Captain Anderson.
Go speak to Joker when you're ready. Tell him to bring the Normandy into dock.
Yes, sir. What are you reading? Nothing. You're just sitting at your desk, looking at a screen. It's doing nothing. Okay. I like these lights. How the whole ship isn't... Like, you got those light up the wall. Then you got these lights on the ground that go around the room to light up the whole room. And SR1, I take that's the serial number of the ship. Oh, I can take the elevator. I actually want to take the elevator. I don't think... Okay. What would happen if the elevator stops working? Do they have, like... In the Normandy's vehicle bay, using a squad's member's locker allows you to assign equipment to them. New equipment may be purchased from the officer. I take this as the vehicle bay.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you
Yeah.
got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products. I already have
that's a good
several
idea.
basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
What do the different manufacturers offer?
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Scorpion heavy armor. Human. Medium heavy armor. Light armor. Oh, medium heavy armor. Medium armor. What am I saying? Unique item grenade. That's a interesting grenade. I'd have expected like a proper old-fashioned grenade. Nope. What is this? Medigel. Pistol. Laser. Can I see it? Okay, that's nice. Oh, okay, so this is how many people I'm gonna have on my crew. So at the moment, I take that's what it means. So I've got 2 at the moment. Oh, I like that gun. The one on the very end. I take it that eventually throughout the game I'll end up getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll have 6 people on my crew. But at the moment I've only got 2. Expect. Oh, I'll get XP for that. Is this a door? It has to be. That's weird, the ramp's like that. Interesting. Okay. Let's go downstairs more. That's what the sound is. I take this is the engine room. There's element 0 core. I like that. That's awesome. So take that. When we get up close to those jump points, it puts power into this and then it shoots us. Can I talk to?
Shame about Jenkins, Commander.
Is that all you've got to say? I want to know
Shame
about the engine.
Jenkins, Commander.
I like how this whole thing spins. So that spins faster than that. I love it. It goes down and then comes back up. That's awesome. I want to learn more about this engine. Okay, I think that's enough. Let's go back upstairs and talk to Jenkins. Oh no, not Jenkins. Whoever it is, the Joker. And tell him to dock. Upstairs? But, like, there's no service hatch or anything, so if that elevator loses power, there's no way to get up. Unless there's a hidden service hatch. That would be awesome. Security guard.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
I can see that. Only the commanding officer may specify a destination for Normandy. Do I eventually become the commanding officer? FTL comlink. Faster than light comlink. That's awesome. So I take that each of these are for systems. Maybe these are all weapon systems.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Oh. You gonna jump? Wow, that came out of nowhere. And I love how there's such city lights there.
Look at the size of that ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower, too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side, then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
How am I the only one that knows to ready? That's a giant jump thing.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Okay.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
They're blind.
I'm not going to sit on my ass just because the council doesn't want to do anything. If they won't stop Saren, I will.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not his.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
What the hell? I can understand.
I can't tell the aliens from the animals.
Big place.
Okay, I want to investigate this place, because this is awesome. Captain Anderson reported some unusual energy readings during a patrol of the cluster Ergo's Rhino? Whatever. Cluster. She had particular concerns about... Oh, Hendrickson. Concerns about the Hydra system, but was recalled before her team could investigate further. No patrols are scheduled for that sector. Do we want to send in a recon team? Yes. Yes, sending a recon team.
Well, they've built themselves quite the lake. Wonder if anyone ever drowned in it.
Negativity. Wow. No. It's probably like really shallow. And I'm pretty sure that this place didn't build it.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide. Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
So are you a person or a program?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
Yeah, no, they just sit on their butts.
CSEC.
I want to know more about Citadel security.
Citadel security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
Tell me about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic politics maintains an embassy on the Presidium. The Volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard years ago. As Citadel space has expanded, more embassies have been added. The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal opposition.
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
Do you agree with their decision?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
How come the Volus were the first species given an embassy?
In the early years following the formation of the Council, the Volus were, apart from the Asari and Solarians, the most populous and widespread species in Citadel space. They established many new colonies and trading outposts, and they petitioned the Council for a greater role in determining interstellar policy. In recognition of their work to expand interstellar trade and establish a standardized galactic economy, the Volus were granted an embassy here on the Citadel.
Why weren't they made a council race?
The Council races have extensive responsibilities. They must provide personnel and ships for the Citadel fleets. They often provide economic aid in times of disaster. It would be unfair to demand such an enormous burden of a species unable to meet these obligations. The embassies allow lesser species to have a voice on the Citadel.
That's pretty damn arrogant.
I apologize if my personality has offended you. Please submit all formal complaints in writing to the Citadel Tourist and Visitor Board.
Do you know anything about specters?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each Spectre agent is handpicked by the Council.
Yep.
Their primary
sure.
role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels. In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
Yeah, but what's stopping them from disbanding the Council and going after them?
What can you tell me about the Citadel Council?
Originally, the Council consisted of representatives from the Asari and Solarians, the two dominant species in Citadel space. Roughly 1,304 galactic standard years ago, Turians were invited to join the Council in recognition of the role they played during the Krogan Rebellion. Since then, the three Council races have worked together to ensure the peaceful coexistence of the galactic community, while preserving individual autonomy for each species.
It can't be as simple as that. There must be problems somewhere in the system.
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment.
Oh, yep, okay.
My code is limited to information. Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
That's so weird. The Citadel Tower is the tall white... Yeah, I just want to explore this place. What is that? I want to see that. Come on. Directions. To C-Sect Academy. Located at the end of this bridge, just to the right. Continue past the embassies and down the ramp. Find the elevator down to C-Sect Academy. So just over this. I'll come back and have a look at that.
That's nothing. I've had
I don't like that.
rearranged 5 times.
5 times? Why? What do they want?
How should I know? It's not like keepers offer exposition.
I don't like that. That is creepy. It's like a spider.
What choice do we have?
No thanks. Oh, I can just fast transit to the embassies. I take it the embassies are right here. It's located down. The C-Sect Academy is located down the ramp to to your left, so down this ramp to the left. I actually want to go and have a look at the C-Sect Academy. Oh. Wait. Leads down to C-Sect. Reliance docking bay can be found here. Oh. That's awesome. What's this elevator? You must talk to the council to gain access to the wards. Are you serious? Okay, sure. Oh, let's do the long way. Let's just, I like that. And that clearly shows it's not that deep. So, your negativity, Ash, I'm gonna call you Ash for short, about someone drowning in this, is so not true. Okay, so the Citadel is this way. This is the wards. Okay, so that elevator's locked. I actually really want to go and explore this place, but apparently I gotta go and talk to the council first. See? See? That's just proof!
Look at that bug.
Please do not disturb the keepers.
What did the keepers do?
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 2. You are standing near the base of the Citadel Tower, one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important. Behind me is the spectacular Relay Monument, a scale model representation of a Prothean mass relay. To your left is one of the keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel. You may see keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way. The keepers are essential to the smooth operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including incarceration and rehabilitation.
What? Rehabilitation just for interrupting one person? Oh my goodness.
I'd like to know more about the keepers.
Little is known about these peaceful servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and maintenance of the entire station. Citadel regulations protect the keepers against interference during the performance of their tasks. Failure to comply will result in harsh penalties. Keepers can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around the tower.
Any particular reason there are so many keepers in this area?
The keepers do not communicate with other species. It is assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary control systems. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core. The keepers also make frequent appearances in the council chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
Tell me about the Relay Monument.
Discovered by the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel, the Relay Monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features. What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean vanity? A reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel.
No.
No one can say for sure, making the Relay Monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
No.
Tell me about the Citadel Tower.
Housing both the council chambers and Citadel control, the tower is one of the most important buildings on the station. Access to these areas is restricted to those with the appropriate clearance.
I'd like to hear more about the council chambers.
The business of the council, which often has far-reaching effects on the galactic community, is conducted in a room at the apex of the Citadel Tower. The council chambers themselves are truly a magnificent sight to behold, though few get to experience the view in person. Typically, only the councilors, ambassadors, and high-ranking officials, along with various support staff, are allowed access.
What if someone has business with the council?
The average citizen must go through the proper channels if they wish an audience with the council. This is usually arranged through their respective ambassadors. Even then, few are given access to the actual council chambers. In most cases, the ambassador acts on behalf of the citizen.
I'm scheduled to have an audience with the council.
Only a handful of visitors to the Citadel are ever granted that privilege. I would be jealous, but that is outside the scope of my programming.
You just said I would be jealous, so you are jealous. What? You're really weird.
What happens in Citadel Control?
Citadel Control handles all incoming and outbound transit. Every ship within 2,000 kilometers of the Citadel is under the jurisdiction of Citadel Control. At peak capacity, they are responsible for monitoring upwards of 1,000 vessels.
That's awesome.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avena. Have a pleasant day.
I'm gonna have a look at this, and then I'm gonna end the video here, just before we're going to talk to the council. But like, look at that. Like, you got the ring, which if you... oh, you can't see it. Like, this water goes all the way up, and you got fake clouds. I like this. That's awesome. It's a nice lake too. So, but like she said, so this was just a monument. It wasn't originally here. Well, it was here, but they weren't originally here. And I take that because this looks like it's built into the... did not mean to pull out my weapon. What if I...
Please do not disturb the keepers.
No, okay. But, so this is built in, so I take it that this is originally built into the place. And I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna end the video here. And just because we've just explored a lot of the Citadel, so that's really good. We might explore some more in the next episode, or in a future episode. Thank you for watching this video, and in the next video, we will go and talk to the council. See you next time, Fox Clan. Bye.